Thinking about assessment at program level provides an early opportunity to look at assessment holistically from the student's point of view. Let's consider the assessment on one core module. The key, on the left-hand side, shows this module has three components: a formative assessment and two summatives, a blog and an exam. The color of the shape denotes the type and the size indicates the weighting. The larger the disk, the larger the credit value. The place indicates where in the term the assessment points lie. So, for this module, you can see that there is some diversity and the assessments are well spaced out, and the formative assessment is closely aligned and prepare students for writing the blog. In turn, the exam draws upon some of the concepts and learning that appear in the blog. Let's look at the impact now of adding core Module 2 assessments, which are all lab reports. The lab reports do build upon each other. Practice makes perfect. But the students now have 8 summative assessments for 2 modules. Let's add core Module 3 assessments. That now makes 10 summative assessments for 3 modules. So it's a comparatively high volume of assessment, not forgetting the marking. Quite a few assessment choke points now appear. This bunching of assessments not only stresses students as they may not know where best to put in their effort, but more importantly, may not allow them to submit their best work. The question is, do we need to test the learning outcomes to this degree? And can we reconsider A, adjusting assessments within a module, B, adjusting module-wide assessments to create a better balance and student experience, C, improve assessment literacy by involving students in more formative assessment, and D, removing the need for face-to-face exams. Let's start with Module 2. Could we introduce low-stakes formative assessments for the lab reports so students can practice skills? We could change the weighting of the remaining lab reports and perhaps introduce a piece of capstone coursework. We can also adjust the timing so the assessment isn't bunched with assessments in other modules. Let's now look at adjusting Module 3. We could remove the exam and redesign the coursework and its weighting. We could also redesign and move the formative assessment to align it more effectively. For Module 1, we could build on the shift to alternative assessment in the summer term, and we can replace the face-to-face exam with an open online book exam. Finally, we could explore links between different modules. Can engaging with assessment on one module help students with assessment in others? By making these changes, we have reduced the volume of high-stakes summative assessment from 10 to 6 pieces, introduced new formative assessment to keep students motivated and helping them to prepare, introduce an appropriate amount of assessment diversity, and reduce the assessment choke points. We've also made connections between assessments on other modules. By making small changes, students will be in a better position to self-regulate their learning, improve their understanding of assessment, and remove some of the stress of submitting multiple assessments at the same time, thus helping them to engage with deeper learning. Of course, there may be challenges in making assessments to modules that you have no control over, or adjusting for PSRB requirements, or taking optional modules into account. However, as you will be considering introducing alternative assessments, it would be worth the effort to look as holistically as you can so that the student experience of assessment at program level is as good as it can be.